and welcome to Fit Future's YouTube video series, Staying Strong in the Second Half of Life. Today I want to talk about how to stand up from a chair using the big muscles in your body to make this task a little bit easier. One of the problems that lots of adults get into when they try and stand up out of a chair is that we were raised to keep our knees together for modesty's sake, and so we put our hands on the side of the chair, our knees and our feet are together, we try and lift ourselves up from the chair using our arms for support. There are two problems with this strategy. One is that you're using the muscles on the back of your arms, the tricep muscles, to do most of the pushing of your body weight. And those are relatively small muscles for moving your whole body around. The second problem is when you have your feet and your knees together like this, you're not really very stable. It's fairly easy to tip over if you have any balance problems. So I'm going to suggest a different strategy for how you can get up and down out of a chair that uses the big muscles on the back of your legs and your buttocks to help push you up from the chair. Those are the muscles that your body uses for walking, for climbing stairs, and for propelling your body around in space. And they're really better designed for lifting your body weight than are the muscles in the back of your arms. Also, I'm going to suggest that you'd be better off to be standing with your feet a little ways apart. About hip distance apart is usually a pretty good measure. So let's practice getting up out of a chair using that new strategy, and I'll walk you through the steps one at a time. First of all, be sure your chair is placed back against the wall so that you know that when you stand up it won't slide away from you or go anywhere. If you're nervous about your balance or about whether or not you're strong enough to get up from the chair, you might want to have a friend or relative stand close by the first couple times you do the exercise. I want you to move your knees apart and place your feet right in front of the legs of the chair. That'll ensure that your feet are going to be about hip distance or a little bit farther apart. And just back your heels right up to the legs of the chair. Then sit up nice and tall and scoot forward a little bit in your chair so that your back isn't resting against the backrest of the chair. Now, if you'd like to put your hands on the armrest, that's fine. That'll help you balance and feel a little more stable, but we're going to try and use the muscles in your legs primarily for lifting. To do that, I want you to look at the wall directly in front of you and pick a spot on the wall at about eye height and focus on that spot. You're going to lean gently forward until your nose is out over your toes. Your head and chin are up, your chest is up, and then you're going to push down through the heels of your feet as you lift yourself up. And you should feel the weight through the heels and the back of your feet as your bottom comes off the chair, and then you slowly raise your knees and extend your hips forward. When you're ready to sit back down, we're going to reverse that process. Again, you're going to pick a spot on the wall at about eye height, and you're going to look at that spot to help yourself balance. Helps keep your chin up. You're going to reach behind you a little bit with your hands to feel where the arms of the chair are so you know where it is. And then you're going to start by bending your hips back and putting your bottom over the chair. So you're going to feel your weight through your heels and the back of your foot again and not through your toes. And then you're going to slowly bend your knees and lower your bottom down into the chair. Now you might have noticed when I did this that I didn't bring my knees together as I stood up. And there is a good reason for that. If you bring your knees together like this and your feet are out, both your ankles and your knees are at a very awkward angle. And you're more likely to have pain in your knees from that kind of angle when you're putting weight down through your feet. So you want to have your knees right over your heels, or right over your feet. So you want to keep your legs wide apart while you're standing up. So let's try it again. First you focus on the wall, then you lean forward with your nose over your toes. You push down through your heels and slowly raise up till your knees and your hips are straight. To sit back down, pick a spot on the wall, focus on that spot, reach back with your hands. First move your hips until you're over the back of your chair, and then bend your knees and slowly lower yourself to the chair. If you practice this exercise 12 to 20 times a day, the muscles in your legs, on the back of your legs and on the front of your legs, will start to get stronger, and it will get much easier for you to get up and down out of chairs. You don't have to do all 12 to 20 repetitions at one time. You could do 5 when you are at the breakfast table in the morning, 5 right after lunch, another 5 right after dinner, and do 5 more before you go to bed at night. If you can't do that many to begin with, do as many as you can. If you do 3 the first day, 4 the next day, 5 the next day, as long as you keep practicing this strategy, you'll develop more strength in your legs, and it will assist you in your daily life as you're getting up and down out of chairs. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you'll join us again for more in our YouTube video series of staying strong in the second half of life.